But what's the worst that can happen? You might be going through some stuff right now in your life. I know that I am. And I think a lot of times we let our brains go down the rabbit hole of what if? What if this happens? And what if this happens? And how am I going to deal with it if this happens? So I think that's a good point to stop and ask yourself and say, what is the worst that can happen? In this situation I'm in, what is the very worst possible outcome? And then get okay with it. And then whatever does happen is going to be even better. Some might say that's a pessimistic way of looking at things, but I don't think so. I think it's more of a surrendering way to look at things. I mean, and you can really say, okay, I'm in this situation. The absolute worst possible outcome is death. Okay, maybe it is possible that this outcome will not end positively. That is possible if you're dealing with an illness or who knows what it is, but that is a possible outcome. But I mean, that's a possible outcome every minute of every day anyway. I could have a mountain lion or a crazy killer jump out of these bushes and take me out right this second. Odds are it's not going to happen, but it is possible. And I think we just go through our days kind of knowing that that's possible, but we don't really give it much thought because odds are it's not going to happen. And I think when we're dealing with stress and anxiety in our lives, we really let our minds talk us into things that maybe aren't very likely. We spend so much time worrying about things that have happened in the past or things that have not happened yet. So we have today. We have right now this beautiful moment. So ask yourself right now in this very moment, are you okay? Are things okay right now? Without looking into tomorrow, without looking into a week, without looking into a month, on this very day, this very minute, are you okay right now? Probably yes, especially if you're sitting on YouTube watching this video, things are probably okay right now. You can go take a hot shower. You can go get a really good meal. You can call somebody you love. You can daydream. You have the moment now. So why not use it? Why not use it for positivity and creating happiness in this very moment rather than letting your brain take you down this path of anxiety that is probably not worth going down anyway? I think if we look at the best indication of how tomorrow is going to be, we need to look at yesterday. What did we do yesterday to make our today and our tomorrow better than they were going to be anyway? So if we get into our daily ruts of anxiety and stress and just talk ourselves into negativity, we're going to go into tomorrow feeling that same way. Whereas if we spend today making it as happy as we possibly can, doing what we can to take care of ourselves, really get that self-care in, then we're going to be okay. Look at this guy. Come and walk down this beautiful path. He's doing it. He's taking this day. That's great. That's great. Walking the dog, that's what I'm doing today too. So why not? Why not? Life is beautiful and it's fragile and it can change in an instant for any of us. And I think if we're here in this moment today, then odds are very good that we're going to make it to tomorrow. And whatever is going on in your life, it can be some pretty serious stuff, like ask me how I know. But if we take this moment and live our own truth and be good to people and live in the way that is true to our heart and feels good in our soul, then tomorrow's going to be okay too. And ultimately, when that thing that you might be dreading actually comes to pass, it's very likely not going to be as bad as you had worked it up in your brain to be. I don't know why humans have that. Like, why do we do that to ourselves? Why do we just let ourselves talk us down to the darkest possible outcome and then believe that's the outcome that's going to happen? And then when we really get down that path, sometimes we just kind of create that for ourselves. And it's a dark trap to be in. And so for me, if I was talking to a previous version of me right now, I would say, dude, stop. Enjoy your present moment right now because you're okay. Like, enjoy the ocean, drive to the coast, go to the mountains. Just do what you need to do to make yourself happy in the moment and just let go of the anxiety. Because all it does when you're holding on to that fear is make today worse. And why would we want to do that? Why would we want to make today worse based on something that hasn't even happened? It really makes no sense when we really stop to think about it. So for me, this is something that has really worked in my life. What's the worst possible thing that could happen in this situation? Acknowledge that thing and say, yeah, that is a thing that could happen. That is in the set of possible outcomes. I don't know how likely it is, but it's possible, and I accept it. That is possible. Now, let's look at the best thing that can happen, and then live our lives as if that best thing is already happening or has already happened. Life's going to be better. Like, all we have is the right now. This very, very moment right now is the only one we have. We take it with us into tomorrow, and we left it with us. We left it behind us in the past, and all we have is now. And everything that we do right now is either going to make our tomorrow better or worse. For me, I'm going to do everything I can in this moment right now to make my tomorrow as good as it can possibly be. And that means I'm going to go out and hike on the trails, make myself just a little bit healthier, breathe some fresh air, just get out and just get away from regular life for a minute and just be okay, because I am okay. And I know you are too. I know you are. All right. I think that's it for me today. I'm hiking, and when I'm out here walking, is like, I'm thinking so very clearly. Like, if I could just record my thoughts when I'm walking, I think my videos would be so good. But when I actually sit down and like verbalize what's been in my head, it's a little bit more of a challenge for me to do that. So I hope that you have followed. I hope this had made some sense, and I hope I've been able to convey part of what I've been thinking as I've been walking. But I tell you what, getting out here really clears the head. It really keeps me present and grounded in the right now. And I think that is the key. Let's live in the right now, make right now as good as possible. And that's going to bring that goodness with us right into tomorrow and the tomorrows after that. So I hope you're doing well. I'm wishing you truly all of the best. And I'm always here for you. So do leave a comment if you want to continue a conversation or chat a little bit more about anything that I've mentioned here or in previous videos. But I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're part of this community that we're growing here. And let me know how you're doing. And we're going to talk through it, and we're all going to be okay. Alrighty, thank you for listening. And I'm going to continue my walk, and I'm sure have some more great thoughts that I wish I would have said here, but I'll get them next video. All right, thank you for watching. See you soon.